Hello my friends, my name is Rich and welcome to Greatest Rock and Metal. On Greatest Rock and Metal I talk about what are for me the greatest rock albums, bands, gigs of all time, based on listening to thousands of albums and going to hundreds of gigs over many years. Please press the red button to subscribe to the channel. It's free, it's easy to do and it won't take very long and I'd be very grateful. Thank you very much. Now for part 2 of my ranking of the Kiss studio albums. I'm not going to go into all the blurb again about what I do here. Go back and check out part 1 if you want to find out what this is all about. I'm going to get straight into it. And at number 18 is the album from 2009, Sonic Boom! Sonic Boom. The first studio album to officially feature the lineup of long-standing members Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons and Tommy Taylor on guitar and Eric Singer on drums. Both Tommy and Eric had previously played on past Kiss albums, but this was the first time that all 4 of them appeared. And it had been a long time since the previous studio album to this, Psycho Circus. So it was much anticipated by the Kiss Army. And did it deliver? Well, for me, given it's number 18 in the rankings on what's a very strong discography for Kiss, I do believe it does deliver. And it just pips Monster, which was at number 19 on my list. I actually think Monster probably just edges slightly better songs. But I think the whole package of Sonic Boom and the excitement of Sonic Boom is what just edges it for me. But it's very, very close in terms of the actual quality of the songs. And I talk about the packaging. Now, this, I am sad to say, is not the original vinyl version of Sonic Boom. I had stopped buying vinyl at the time that this was released in 2009, and the vinyl copies that were released of the album at that time were in scarce numbers and are even scarcer today, and will normally go for anywhere between $400 and $500, something like that. This is a bootleg version, and believe you me, now I've never seen an original version in the flesh, but this is a pretty damn good bootleg version as far as I'm concerned. You'd be hard pressed to tell the difference unless you're a real collector and know what you're looking for. So you have the front and the back. You have the fantastic gatefold inside. Look at that. And it really is the whole packaging, not just of the vinyl album. The CD as well was great. In fact, here's the CD here. The CD came with a bonus audio disc of re-recorded Kiss songs by this lineup, and also a very short DVD of a gig, just a few songs of that. The vinyl, gatefold, and it came in various coloured vinyls, which has been replicated here as well. Although this is the giveaway as to why it's a bootleg. It sounds alright, to my ears anyway, but the colouring on the vinyl is not great. It was described as being yellow vinyl. Looks more to me as like some kind of mustardy greeny yellow with some black splodges. Nice reproduction label in the middle though, and I'm happy with it. Wasn't particularly expensive. I think I paid something like $40 for it. And what else have we got here? Because this was an album that came with goodies, not only was it the gatefold and the coloured vinyl, but it also included a poster. This is the insert lyric sheet, and also we have this poster as well. Harking back to the days when Kiss did giveaways in their albums. Beautiful poster. I am not sure if this is an original poster or not. It seems like it's an original to me. It's machine folded. It wasn't included in the bootleg. I bought this separately from eBay. Why you would sell this separately if you have the original version, I have no idea. Unless there was an overrun of just the posters, or the posters were in stores, whatever. It's the poster that appeared in the album, or reproduction of it, I don't care. I have Sonic Boom on vinyl, and I love this album. The tracks, the two tracks that I would choose, recommended tracks, are the opening track, Modern Day Delilah. Hey, hey, hey. Modern Day Delilah. And also I would choose Say Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And in fact, Say Yeah is still in the set list today. And there's many other songs on here that would have been great to appear in more Kiss concerts. You've got other tracks like Danger As I Like and Hot and Cold. Really strong album. It's got the vintage Kiss sound to it, and very, very well done. Number 17 on my list is this one. Released in 1980. 41 years ago. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that. This was one of the first ever Kiss albums I bought, because it was the time I was starting to get into Kiss. And I didn't realise at the time really how differing their sound would be. So when I heard this album, it was like, wow, this is good. It's got some really cool songs on it. I didn't care that it was kind of pop rock. It still rocked as far as I was concerned. It was only as I discovered more about Kiss that I realised what a surprise this would have been to Kiss fans at the time. This is a recently released coloured vinyl edition, which came in a white splatter type vinyl. Nice, very nice label on this one as well. I love the unmasked artwork. I don't particularly care for the comic book style of the album cover, which you'll see again in a minute, but I do like that larger image where they do the unmasking, which is also shown on a poster that is included with the album. Now this I do like. I think that's a fantastic piece of art. Lovely, lovely. The album itself, well, as I alluded to, it's very much a pop rock type of album. It followed their Dynasty album, which was also in the pop rock vein. But as far as I'm concerned, there's still more rocks than pops. And it's got a great selection of tracks on here. The two tracks that I would choose as my favourites are Ace Frehley's Talk to Me. Very, very catchy chorus. Talk to me, talk to me. All I want is a little conversation. And Gene Simmons' Naked City. A really, really underrated track. I love Naked City. Brilliant, brilliant song from Simmons. And there's lots of, all of the songs you can have a good old sing-along to on here. Could it have had a harder edge to it? Of course it could, but it doesn't matter. This is what Kiss were going for in the 80s. and it works for me. That's at number 17. Let's take a little bit of a break and take a look at Rock T-Shirts by the Sea. Number 16 on my list, from 1987, Crazy Nights album. This is a Japanese version of the album. Nothing particularly special, just the normal black vinyl, and what's quite common with the Japanese albums. Oh, this is interesting, even though I've got no idea what it says. This is an insert of history at that particular time, but it's all in Japanese, so no good to me really. And you also get the lyrics both in English and in Japanese, which, as I say, is quite a common thing to do with the Japanese releases. Crazy Nights, another very controversial album in the Kiss catalogue. It was them trying to, at this time, follow the likes of Heart and Bon Jovi, who were having great success, and so Kiss thought, okay, we'll get in a producer who produces that kind of music, and we'll try and go the pop rock route again that we'd done in the late 70s, early 80s, and it kind of worked. The songs on here, again, they've got very much like Unmasked, and I guess this is why I rank it so close to Unmasked. They've got a lot of the harder edge knocked off. I put it just ahead of Unmasked because it does rock a little harder. So like one of my chosen tracks, No No No, a real fast-paced double bass Gene Simmons song, great guitar work from Bruce Kulick on here, and a song that I really like. And the other track, well, coming from the UK, I've got to pick the title track, Crazy Crazy Nights. Crazy Crazy Nights was a big song, probably the biggest, not probably, the biggest song Kiss had in the UK. You stop a man and woman in the streets and ask them to name a Kiss song in the UK, they're not going to say Rock and Roll All Night. They're more likely to say Crazy Crazy Nights, or God Gave Rock and Roll to You, maybe Heaven's on Fire. The 70s Kiss catalogue was not that well known amongst the general public in the UK, and Crazy Crazy Nights was a big hit for them. So yeah, that's the Crazy Nights album. I really like it. I've got no problem, as I said on the previous episodes, with their various changes in sound and genre styles. To me, it's all about the songs, and this is an album that's full of great sing-along songs. Next on my list, no. Let's take another look at Rock T-Shirts by the Sea. Number 15 on my list. We're going back again to the 1978 solo albums. And it is the one this time from Mr. Paul Stanley. Now, of the 4 solo albums, this is the one that most closely kept to the Kiss formula at that time. And not surprisingly, because Paul Stanley really just edges it as being the main songwriter in Kiss. Even though himself and Gene Simmons tend to share them, Paul Stanley just has the edge as the main songwriter, really. And this is an album full of great songs. This again, following, if you saw episode 1, you'll know that these are the coloured vinyl versions. and this follows in again with the colour scheme. This is Purple for Paul. Nice label as well, featuring the artwork. And also, as with the other ones, there is the Paul Stanley part of the mural as well, the poster mural. Let's check this one out quickly. I actually had all 4 of these up on my wall as a kid, and although some fans are not so keen on the artwork, I think it's great. I think, you know, when you've got a visual band like Kiss, there's all sorts of different kinds of artwork you can do with it. My room here is full of all sorts of different ways in which the Kiss have been mocked up by various artists. So, what an album, what a great album, full of great songs. And the 2 tracks that I would pick, the opening track, Tonight You Belong to Me. What I most love about this, it starts off really slowly. In a dream, a long time ago. And then it kicks into this massive riff. Bob Kulick, brother of Bruce Kulick, the Kiss guitarist in the mainly in the 80s. Bob Kulick plays guitar on this album, lead guitar on this album, and does a great job. Bob Kulick had also previously played some guitar tracks on the side 4 of the Kiss Alive 2 album, and he does a great job on here. The other track I will choose is Wouldn't You Like to Know Me. This is one of the closest tracks to being on a Kiss album, a normal Kiss studio album. Great song. Wouldn't you like to know me? A real rocker again. Well done, Paul Stanley. Great album. Number 14 on the list is the final of the 4 solo albums, I should say, from 1978. It is Ace Frehley. Now, Kiss fans will often chop and change as to who did the best solo album between Paul and Ace. And for me, Ace just nudges it. Again, the vinyl here has been done to represent Ace's colour, which is blue. And his artwork there in the middle of the label, beautifully presented again. And this was a real revelation to Kiss fans. Ace Frehley had written quite a few Kiss songs, but he very rarely sang on them. He'd only previously sang on one song, Shock Me, on the Love Gun album. Love Gun down here. To hear Ace singing all of the songs, we didn't realise how good a voice he had. We've seen it on, heard it on Shock Me, but here it really came to the fore. And his guitar playing was stunning. It was a brilliantly produced album, produced by a long-time famous producer, Eddie Kramer, and who'd also been involved in the first ever Kiss demo, actually. This is the poster artwork for Ace Frehley's album. And so many great songs on here. The opening track, Rip It Out. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant song. Brilliant guitar playing, brilliant vocals, a real driving kind of song. And that's quickly followed by the second track, Speeding Back to My Baby, with some great background vocals by a female vocalist on this as well. And really love those opening 2 tracks on this album. Brilliant album. And Ace Frehley has continued his solo career, and although he's never topped this album, he's produced some great songs over that career. In fact, look back at previous episodes for my ranking of the Ace Frehley studio albums. Okay, and then on to the last one for today. At number 13 is from 1985, Asylum. And this is the Japanese version of the album. Again, this comes with a lyric insert, Japanese and English lyric insert. And what just went flying there is a little free gift that also came with the album, some Kiss stickers. There you have it. Asylum. Great album from the 80s. And brilliant track listing on here. It really is killer after killer. And it starts off with the superb King of the Mountain. The debut album for guitarist Bruce Kulick, and his guitar work throughout and on this track is superb. A great way to start the album. And then the biggest song on this album, one of the biggest songs in Kiss's catalogues, Tears Are Falling, is the other track that I would recommend from this album. Oh no, tears are falling. What's the video? And great album, lots of great songs. I really love a lot of Gene songs on here as well. So that's my thoughts on the Kiss studio albums. Thank you very much for watching. Please press the red button to subscribe to the channel. It's free, it's easy to do, and it means you won't miss the next part in my ranking of the Kiss studio albums. Thank you very much, and remember, as always, we rock!